Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red, a 4-minute video on something Jesus said written in red from the Gospels. We're looking today at Matthew chapter 7, verse 19. And we're looking at the revelation of good and bad fruit still. And Jesus in 19 says these words to his disciples: "Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire." Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So notice the word there, every tree. Every tree that does not bear good fruit. So God in Jesus is expecting disciples to bear good fruit. It's kind of a matter of fact. It's an expectation that God has that anyone who wants to be a disciple of Jesus, once they understand how change comes about, will bear fruit. The fruit of the revelation of the truth that is now in them. They were bound, but now they've been released. They were held captive to the devil and all of his schemes, but now God has reached into the predicament of sinful man and given him an opportunity to be transformed by the renewing of their lives. And their lives represents their mind, their emotions and their will, their soul, and the revelation of their restored, recovered, born again spirit. So Jesus says that any tree that does not bear good fruit, meaning God is expecting Christians to grow and develop and become like him in their nature, a nature which is good, right, pure and proper, a nature that does wonderful things in the earth amongst mankind. He says, every tree that does not bear good fruit. So he has an expectation they will bear good fruit. So then, they won't, and they get cut down, and that revelation of being destroyed, be thrown into the fire. And that is the fire of hell, the revelation of no longer useful or possible to be restored or retrieved. That they have gone so far that they cannot come back. That sense of brokenness and helplessness. Brothers and sisters, Jesus has been incredibly merciful in the things that he has done. God has poured out grace without measure. But one day, there is coming a day in the new dispensation that will come when judgment will befall the human race. God one day will judge Christians and non-Christians, and they will be judged on the basis of their response and their faithfulness to the message of the gospel. And the message of the gospel is God wants to save us, and he's given us a way to be saved. Learning to discover that way to be saved is crucial if we are hoping to transform our lives from bearing bad fruit and taking on his nature and bearing good fruit. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.